Yeah, good evening, everyone. A quick one tonight again. It's me, your friend, your brother. We are still on the Edo 2020 gubernatorial election, and we must continually to tell truth to powers as we continually to propagate the word of truth, the word of freedom to all idolize all over the globe. And before we do that, while we wait for all our brothers and sisters to come in, please, I want to just press the share button, invite someone, share through your YouTube, put it on your WhatsApp, share and share. Let's tell our people and give our people the word of freedom. While we wait for that, let's just hear some beautiful music as usual. God bless you in Jesus' name.
The ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers of labor and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Lego nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written. How our kings have endured all times. Our people, culture, and unity. Our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and
Mama Bello, Clifford, Alex, you are welcome. Brian Foster, I greet you, sir. Mercy Kwasa, I greet you.
unite and stand with each other. Forgive and let it go. Together we can stand on
Please just press the share button. Let's invite friends in.
teach our children to teach their children what our fathers taught. To fear and love the Creator, only then shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious and through the heartbeats of Nigeria. Beautiful and
Brian Frederick, you are
glorious
welcome, sir.
stars are singing over you. You're the land we want to be.
You see why I normally play that national anthem is just to tell us that we are one big family. Sister, debuff me, I agree to you. We are one big family. It doesn't matter the political party you belong to, is one entity. That's why we speak one language. The Isakos, the Benins, the Auchis, all of them, we are one big happy family. So after the election, Edo remains. After the election, we all remain. So we must understand that we should not take this very particular election beyond a certain level as a family. It is just an election. It has nothing to go beyond just being a game. that is being played by the same set of people who are one happy, glad family. Please let us take that into consideration why we go on our today broadcast. God bless you all.
I never see this kind of government for Edo. I never see this kind of
Mr. Power Comedy, I greet you.
Masaki, Saibu, Edo people say make una carry go. Wonder. I just a man to carry go. I say it's one. Masaki come on, Edo people, make people see secretariat to small by small. I don't see go from the salary.
Take Matthew, I greet you, sir.
Pensioner, the second people, no more progress for their money. Market to let the second no more illegal collection. I don't drive us no more German job money. Put the bag, no more CPA collection. Masaki, wow.
Johnny Kineweka, I greet you, sir.
Let me check infrastructure. People say make you carry go. Let me check etc. People say make you carry go. Let me check agriculture.
Murphy Daosa, I greet you.
Let me check empowerment. People say make you carry go.
I know, man. That's why we are trying to correct a lot of things. This is just election. It's not a war zone. Wise one, I greet you. Claim nice, you are welcome, sir. Bello, I greet you.
If you collect
Terry Jerry, I salute you. James Abu, I greet you, sir. Let's see. Diwang, I greet you. Debbie Oni, I greet you, man. Let's press the share button. Let's press the share button. Osagievic, I greet you also, my brother.
Who are the final say they do election? People say now Basaki them one. I even make una carry go. But someone is iyamu.
Last sport allied. Yeah, campaign is not a do or die. My campaign does not mean we should kill ourselves. Please. Okay, we are all campaigning for everyone, whoever we think is the best. So it is not warrant us to go into violence and kill ourselves. Okay, my brother. So if you don't understand what politics is, I'm sorry. I greet you, sir. Frankie boy, my boy, I greet you. Efosa Friday, I greet you, sir. Grace Obama, you welcome, man.
iyamu bayola. Akupe, akupe, nagalo iyeto, akupe wano, eleshona. Wagi mama akupe, somo lete kwa.
Clifford Osazuwa, I greet you, sir.
Wagi mama akupe, no baseti goyimbe. Tesoka kolo baseti, tubare di piana. Arage mama somo le yadiyo, tubare di piana. Bagari moa, wafwana bala, ruda, itesuya, enanya oka, ewari rigade. November 12, Obasanjo is governor.
Yeah, let me make something really clear here, please. Campaigning for a candidate is not a license or it's not an approval for any of the supporter of the candidate to create mayhem on its fellow citizens. Campaigning for a candidate is not a license for any of the followers of any of the candidates to go below the beds and make some very unremarkable statements that will be held forever. So I don't know what one of our viewer here is saying up here, but when I'm telling you the live spot or something like that, listen to me, whoever that they caught with harms during the campaign, you said they are already in the court. So let the court make a decision. Let the court sentence them for creating havoc. I have stood on the side of vote and let the people vote count. I have been an advocate of one man, one vote. I have been an advocate of let the people lead. That is my motto. If you watch most of my videos, where I stand for, it is my motto, let the people lead. I will not want one man. I will not want some group of people, some group of miscreants to decide the fate of the entire Edo people. That is my worries. That is my anger on Adams Aliu Oshobole. So, my worry is not about if that Iyamu is campaigning or is fighting to be a governor. My worry is not about if Isoka is fighting. My worry is not about if Obaseki is fighting. My worry is about a man coming in to decide the fate of you and I. We are not answerable to anybody because they are not actually feeding us or taking care of our private needs and responsibilities. So therefore, it is very important why we, the Edos, as of today, must ditch the whole system of politics and embrace the system whereby you and I decides the fate of our children and our children's children. That is my stand, and that is where I remain. So we all have the reason why we must support anyone. And everybody had different reasons also why they will have to support whosoever they want to support. I have made it clear in this show that when Captain Onsa Okumbo came out and threw his weight behind iyamu, and I told everybody categorically clear that Captain Onsa Okumbo had the right to support whoever he want to support because the fundamental human right, be enshrined in the Constitution, giving such a right. But where I decide to have some, I'm going to put it now, some no agreement with him is the way a manner is trying to use his influence to not sway or to use emotion to blackmail the person of the governor. That's why sometimes on my video, I throw in one or two words and I move back. But it's fundamental right I respect. I'm gonna say here also, when Owamabe decided to join Pastor Sage Iyamu, I also came out categorically clear and said they have a reason. They have every reason to actually support Iyamu. But when he came out and did a musical video, then I also came out again and I said, come on, you are taking it too far. You can support him, but do not go an extent to lie against another. And I'm also going to say here today before I start, Wisin Novie Giato, popularly known as Akobegia, has every right to support whomsoever he wishes to support. I am being very frank in this regard. These are their fundamental human rights. So nobody has the power to take that right away from them. The only thing you can do is to sway them, believing in your vision, believing in your candidacy. And that is the reason why you see me coming out practically every day to come and sway the people why Obaseki should be supported. And those of us who are supporting Obaseki today, it is also our fundamental human right to support Obaseki. So, and therefore, nobody should try as much as possible to persecute us for what we believe in. Having said that, I want to say here also that whatsoever the attack on Akobege has caused, many people have called me all over the globe, complaining to me. You need to please, guys. I will say on behalf of every one of us who are the supporters of Obaseki, please do not allow it to get to you. I think it is just, what the way and manner we know or we think politics is being played. My way of playing the politics, I don't come here to talk about people that are not involved in the ring. I don't involve people who are not part of the game. Now, I'm always here every day. I talk about 3 persons. One is Adams Ali Oshomole, the de facto candidate of APC. Then I talk about our brother, Pastor Sage Iyamu. And I talk about Philip Shaibu and Governor Obaseki. And sometimes when the need arises, I throw a little bit light on our father, Captain Osa Wes Okumbo. That's it. I don't talk about any other person here because to me, I just feel it is not of importance. So I haven't made that very clear. I always try to make my videos so much clear that people will understand where I'm standing. Somebody asked me yesterday, who are you standing for? I said, I am for Obaseki. But being for Obaseki does not mean debuff me or light spot Adlight or anyone that is against Obaseki are not my brothers or my sisters. No. Standing for Obaseki does not mean that the likes of iyamu, the likes of Oshomole, the likes of Samson Osage, the likes of Ogiemoyi, Odubu, and all that, even up to Tony Kabaka, are not my brothers. We are still one happy big family. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, we need to be very, very careful what we say while we are trying to sell our candidates. Because the words we say, they are just like eggs. The moment the word lands on the floor, it is really difficult for you to be able to take it back. Very, very difficult. That's the truth of the matter there. If you have said it, either you said it because you were playing politics, or you said it because you were angry, or whatever reasons why you say what you have just said, it will head against you for a very long time. And that is the reason why I want to also advise one of our brother here. His name is Andrew Emofoma. He has done 3 videos attacking my person, and I have not retaliated. I'm just trying to be really, really civil. I'm trying to be really, really matured in dealing with issues that concern politics. I am too sophisticated to go low. And I want to beg him that he should please cease attacking me. I have his dossier with me. I do not want us to get to that place whereby we, the Edos, are now beginning to destroy ourselves. So I'm using this medium, those of you who are his supporter, who are on his wall, to tell him, please stay away from the name Stephen from Sweden. We had a debate. If you could not defend your candidate, that had nothing to do with my person. It was all your fault. You couldn't prepare. If you want to get a new date, you can call Niger Watch, and I'm ever ready to debate with anybody. I am not standing with Obaseki because I want to stand with Obaseki. I am standing with Obaseki with facts and figures be put before me. So, please, guys, I want you to tell him to please, he should, as a matter of fact, do not do another video again against my person. If he does, I will come after him like a bee. He won't like it. I am begging now because I want to be civil and to be very responsible. This is the 3rd time I am coming out to make the same statement over and over again. My name is Stephen from Sweden. I will not want to go there. I have his dossier. If I descend on him, it will not be a nice one. Please, guys, I am begging. Let him know. I don't have any grudges against him. This is politics. Let's play it the way it ought to be played. We had an interview. I beat your hands down. So I don't know why you're getting mad. If you feel you were being cheated, call for another debate. I am ready for you. So you going low to insult my person, I will not take it again. So please, I want us all to pass the information across to him so that he will get this very clearly. Okay? Please, guys, please, I beg you guys. So that we don't get there. Yeah, if I disgrace him, he's paid, then he should call for another interview, call for another debate. If I were him, that's what I would do. That day, maybe on that day, he wasn't on his set. I'm going to call for a new interview. I said, guy, I need to meet this guy again. Something went wrong on that day. My internet was following me up. Let me come back again, and I'm going to beat the guy hands down. Simple and pure. So you coming out and begin to, insult my person is not nice, and it is no more acceptable by me. Having said that, now let's go to the matter for the day. Let's go to the matter for the day. Today, I am, guys, listen to me. Debuff me if his network was bad. So that would not be my fault for him to insult my person. That's what I'm saying now. So there are two different things. If your network was bad, it is not for you to come out to insult my person. Just call for another day. Let us come out and do the debate again. It's simple. Is that just it? Let's just come out and do the debate again. It's okay. The other time I made the mistake. My internet was bad. I could not even stand this guy. Now today I'm ready for him. Bring it back. I want him back. And then I will come back again. This is it's not a do or die affair. This is politics. It's just politics. It's just politics. We play politics, that's all. Nothing more, nothing else. Whoever that wins tomorrow is going to be our governor for the next 4 years. Yeah, I'm coming, sir. No, if you have been following me, I've done a lot of videos. I've done over 30 videos, in the last 2 months that you can go and watch and see all that I've said concerning Obaseki. Okay? Today, today I want to talk on some certain things that I want us to know. Guys, let me be frank to you. Let me be very frank to you right now. Let me be very frank to you right now. Pastor Sage Iyamu is not a bad guy. Okay? Obaseki is not a bad guy. That's the truth. Even the Oshomole we talk about today is not a bad guy. That's the truth. But the problem is this. Oshomole want to play a de facto godfather in Edo. That is the problem. This election would have been one of the best elections in the entire Nigeria, if not the influence of Oshomole on the process. Pastor Sage Iyamu was never ready to leave PDP for APC. Sorry, guys. Iyamu was cajoled by Oshomole to decamp from PDP to APC with the promise that he's going to disqualify Obaseki. Then Obaseki will not become a candidate in any of the political parties. And then Iyamu will have an upper hand against the likes of Honorable Moregi Obede Iyama, who was the preferred candidate before the coming of Obaseki in the PDP gubernatorial election. That was the truth. If Iyamu had remained in PDP till tomorrow, he would have had a better and a more robust chance of the people of Edo State clamoring around him to completely silence any atom of godfatherism, which we the Edos are not used to. Now, let me make something very clear to you. An Afema man, Anisha man, or a Bini man never accept to be called a servant. An Afema man, Anisha man, or a Bini man never accept to be called a slave. That is why it is very difficult for you to see an Afema, an Isha, and a Benin man serving under someone. It is our nature. We are so proud of a people. We believe that we have what it takes to navigate our way to our future. And because of that, anytime somebody's coming in, want to make us to look as if we don't know who we are always revolting against the person. Listen, guys, that is why you see in 2016, when most of us actually tore the part of Pastor Sagi Iyamu, despite all the atrocities which we heard from Oshomole against him, the Benin's and the Asians were still resolute that this man is the man we needed. Yet we knew Iyamu do not have the financial capability then to withstand the muzzles of the finances that were being coming out from Oshomole's angle for Obaseki. But at the end of the day, the man was still able to get a vote of 200,000 plus against the 300,000 that Obaseki got in that very particular election. The reason why Iyamu got so much in that election, not because he was a popular candidate, that was not it, but because the Edo wanted to teach Oshomole a lesson that we have ended Godfather and we are not ready anymore to resurrect. We are not ready anymore to bring to life any form of one man dictating the fate of over 4.5 million well-educated, intellectual, mobile people. That is one reason why it was a swung it out in 2016 against Oshomole and Obaseki versus Osage Iyamu. With the power of incumbency of Oshomole, it was a difficult war for him to penetrate the entire Eastern Kingdom. Because Iyamu won the entire Eastern Kingdom hands down. And the reason was, it is the same fight of one man trying to decide the fate of others. Because Tony Anene did it, then there's not so much exposure as we are today. We don't have the means to communicate to our people back home like we can do now. I know on my Facebook wall, about 20 people that are watching me right now, they are in Benin City, which I know them. They are here with us, watching and listening to what I'm saying today. This fact, this medium we do not have. That was why the likes of Tony Anene of blessed memory was able to hang on to us for a very long time. But with the new technology today, the intellectuals who were driven away from Edo State because of lack of proper infrastructure and no jobs, have decided to join their voice with the voice of the recently Edos to be able to take the state to the next level. This is what people like me stands for. I have no political affiliation. I have nothing to do with PDP or APC, but I follow individuals. I voted, I fought vigorously in 2016 for Sage Iyamu, all because of Oshomole's godfatherism antecedents. He actually forced Obaseki on us in 2016. Without the input of the Edo South, who then had the right and the privilege to decide who will become their choice for the position of governorship in Edo State. While we thought that is already going out of place, it surfaced again, having created a fraction in APC, having sponsored the EPN for over 2 years to fight against the sitting governor. It decided to deceive another son of the soil again, to decamp from PDP and come into APC so that he can also use him again to perpetrate his level of evil on the people. That is my worry. I have no grudges against Iyamu. I have said it many times. He is my big brother, and I will continually to respect him. But aligning with the likes of Oshomole is my problem. One, as an Edo man who do not bow to anyone for whatsoever reason. Number two, Iyamu is a political gladiator, whether we like it or not. As far as the political sphere in Edo State is concerned, he has been in politics since 1992 with Lucky Benedion, the ex-governor of Edo State. He was a peer to Lucky Benedion in 1992 when Benedion was the local government chairman. He went on to become the chief of staff to Benedion in 1999, between 1999 and 2003, and in 2003 to 2007, he became the SSG to Lucky Benedion. Nobody should take that away from him. So why a man who had so much in his hands should descend so low to be used by a man who came to politics in 2006? Because he was once a governor, the likes of Chief Tony Anene of Blessed Memorial respect him. He had never contested for any political position in Edo State, but yet he called a shot. That is what I expected of my brother, my senior brother, my uncle, to have done. Even without not being a governor, you have still been able to dictate the level of what happens in the state because of where you are coming from. The so-called man who is not becoming your godfather today actually flew on your own association within the PDP called the Grace Group. It was a Grace Group that actually broke out of the then PDP, that brought the AC, who later became ACN, that later metamorphosized into the APC today. So, if you begin to align with a man that you are far better than educationally, if you begin to align with a man that you are far better than politically, then some of us will need to question your loyalty. Where does your loyalty lies? This election is not about winning an election. This election is about defining the destiny, the future of an Edo person. This election is about telling the people where we as an Edo, we are moving towards. This election is about telling the entire Nigerians that the Edo people are not pushovers. We are intellectually mobile. We are self-independent. We can't be bought easily, like what Oshomole think he can do. Yeah, in every society, there are some sellers. In every society, there are some betrayers. But that does not mean the larger populace of the Edos, whether it's a Saman, whether it's an Esako man, whether it's an Afema man, whether it's from Edo South, we are too intellectually sophisticated to be cajoled by one man who thinks what he says is final. We almost begin to start thinking, guys. Okay, this man came after forcing Obaseki on us in 2016 because there was a fallout between him and Obaseki. He decided to come back to tell you and I that I actually sold you a bad product. Now I have come to correct my mistake. What the heck? What the heck? Guys, hear this. This is my anger. Sorry, guys. I just 1 minute. I need to get myself some. You know when you are doing this, sometimes I need to get some. Sorry, guys. So now, he came back and said, "I gave you guys a bad product." He became the chief high priest of Odikoto Shrine. Going from one place to another, begging now. Are you the one contesting? We don't care if you give us a bad product. You made a mistake according to you in 2016. Then why do you expect us to believe you again in 2020 that you are not going to make another mistake that you're going to regret again? Why not allow iyamu? Why not allow Obaseki and the other 12 candidates to come to us and tell us what they actually have for us as a people? That is my concern. I am here now advocating for Obaseki based on what he had told me, based on what I have, gotten from them, and bring it before the house. So Oshomole should stay aside. Don't overshadow the man that owns the ballot. If you do that, you are destroying him. Because the more some of us sees you in front of iyamu, the more we get angry. You cannot tell me you deceived me in 2016 and you sold a product that was bad to me. And you are coming to tell me. You are coming to tell me that the product you sold to me 4 years ago was bad. After you have praised that product for 2.5 years, in the first year Thanksgiving of Obaseki, which is on social media space, somebody was praising Obaseki. In the second year of Obaseki's government, which also on social media space, somebody was praising Obaseki. Now, you just woke up. You just woke up. And I said it's a bad product. Then we should throw away that product, that you're going to give us another better product. Who born you? Who be you? Who you? like my brother will say, the liquid metal. Who you? Who born you? Who be you? Who you? Shobole, for you to decide for us. Who you? We don't want you to get into. You are creating more problem for. just the way some of you are saying Abba is creating problem for Obaseki. That's where Oshomole is creating problem for Iyamu. If you don't know that. Okay? So, what I am trying to say here is this: with the Edos, we are too sophisticated to allow anyone to push us around. We don't want that anymore. When they still listen, let me tell you another reason why people like me is armoring for Obaseki. Let me tell you why. The reason why people like me is going for Obaseki is because he was able to become a man of himself. In 2016, I was with the man in Dallas, comrade, mega, he called himself mega comrade, Clement Eranomiru Edebe. I was with him in 2016 and 2017. We were one of those that actually fought the government of Obaseki to a level of standstill. Many of these people today, the likes of Andrew Amofowan, the likes of my brother in Spain, but Newton Ibnindu, the life of many of these people, they were not there. Then when we started with the PFN, why were we fighting Obaseki? Not because Obaseki did us anything. We fought Obaseki because we felt Obaseki was a stooge that was being used, or that is going to be used by Oshomole. That was our problem. Then the moment we sat down, after some time, some of us started seeing some level of independency in. Please, excuse me. So, Live Sport Island, that's my Facebook page. I just put the name there now. So some of us saw that, oh, this man is a little bit different though. Then we now started, okay, there's no need of us fighting him because he's doing something that we see is workable. That is where my love for Obaseki started growing. I have not met him and I don't want to meet him. That is the truth about that. I said that every day. I am not doing this for any political gain, but I'm doing it for the interest of my people. We need to build the Edos to a level of envy in the entire Nigeria. Today, people are calling Edos to a level of envy in the entire Nigeria. Today, people are calling from the east, from the west, saying you guys are doing wonderfully well. That if Ambode, if they have knew, they would have stood behind Ambode and do what the Edos are doing for Obaseki today. We have made an impact. We have made a name in the political space because of what we see Obaseki do. So the political future of Pastor Sage Iyamu is a mirage as we speak. Because those of you that are Christians, so that they will tell you there is a spiritual husband borrowing a lady. Now they will say, this lady is so beautiful. People say her beautiful. But anyone that love her will not see the beauty in her. Either they see a masquerade or they see the head of a goat or whatever. I don't know if people have seen such. We will not see the beauty in her. Either they see a masquerade or they see the head of a goat or whatever. I don't know if people have seen such testimonies before. They'll say, this lady is so beautiful, she's so wonderful, but there is a power that is covering her beauty and other than that. That is what Oshomole is to Iyamu. Is diminishing the light that Iyamu is supposed to have, to have had. If Oshomole was not around him, how can a man who got 200,000 plus votes in 2016 all by himself will now want to get one who is creating problem for him wherever he goes? The Eastern land where Iyamu was not be booed. The Eastern land where Iyamu was not be booed was actually where he got over 120,000 votes from the 200,000 that he got. Can you imagine that now? Where my brother today is not be booed, that was where he got over 120,000 votes in 2016. That is one of the that you can imagine that now. That today, where your strength lies in 2016 has not become your woes. Then the question needs to be asked: why? He went to the palace of the Enoges. My brother stood up. Guys, listen, I'm here today. I'm here to make it. Please let my brother Osake Iyamu get this video. He went to the palace of the Enoges. And Iyamu stood up first and spoke excellently well, perfectly eloquent. They clapped for him. He sat down. And the next is this guy stood up again and started talking. And they asked him a simple question. Why did you dethrone the Enoje of Uromi? Oshomole stood up for the second time again. And he was talking in presence of our royal fathers. And he said, if I have the opportunity, I will do it the second time. What a heck. In the presence of the rulers of the people. Before there was government. Before there were, political governments. These traditional institutions have been in existence. Right from time immemorial. If the constitution gave you people power, if the constitution gives you power because you actually drew the constitution, that will also give you a common sense to know that these people, they are royal fathers. They are not elected. It is divine appointment from heaven. Whether it is within a family or not, but that doesn't come in to take the throne of their ancestral fathers. You must give them some level of decorum and respect. You said in his presence, you will do it again. And the Enoje of Uromi got up and said, shut up! All of you, get out of here. And my brother went on his knees and began to beg, asking them to forgive Oshomole again. Before this dwarf, who was a nobody before 2006, knelt down and started begging. But that is mercy after death. You destroyed these man's chances of making defense with the people that stood by him in 2016. You see what I'm talking about? The political future of my brother. 2016, Pastor Sagi Iyamu had no talk on him. There was no Aberus. It was all alone. The likes of Kabaka, the likes of Nomoles, the likes of Shaba, and every of these guys were all on the payroll of the comrade governor, Oshomole. And you got 200,000 votes. Today, these same guys whom you withstood, whom you stood firmly against, and you nearly defeated them, if not because of incumbency power and the financial muscle that were behind them. Today, you decided to align with the same people that the people, your own people, are saying we don't want them again. How do you think that your political future will become bright? Whereby again? How do you think that your political future will become bright? Whereby you are putting darkness all around the light that was about to be shining. You put so much darkness around you. You are being engulfed. You are being enveloped by this darkness that has held Benin hostage. That Obaseki had tried as much as possible to break away from. Come on. How will you not be able to tell me, as a Benin man who wants my freedom, to not decide that I will not stand for you? Seeing these people around you who do not actually want the progress of an Edo man. It is funny. Listen, guys, if you like, you can curse me. I don't care today. That's the truth about it. I don't give a hoot about, or if you like, insult me, but I must continue to tell you the truth. If you don't hear the truth now, you're going to hear the truth tomorrow. We are standing for the truth. We are standing for the truth. This guy, somebody come with. Suffer who? Somebody come to do what? My brother, please. In Europe, where we live in, people support government in Europe. I am a Republican in Sweden. It is called the Nyed Moderaterna. That is my party. During the election, I supported the government to come to power. But I never asked the government to not give me the revenue of the state to control, all because we supported the government. We supported them based on what they promised us they're going to do for us. So sometimes you guys must understand that Edo must move forward. You guys must understand that Nigeria should not remain the way it is. Just because you supported one person into power, whatever reason, is for you to now eat the resources that we're supposed to use to take care of the other people. That is greed. That is pure greed, my brother. That is not what we want anymore. We must tell ourselves the truth. I am not supporting Obaseki today for him to make me a commissioner. I do not need anything. Where I am today, I am okay. I have businesses in Benin that I can easily manage, and I will live my life if I decide to come back home. So when people now start saying, "Oh, Tony Kabaka supported Oshomole, why will you not enjoy?" Come on, was it only listen? Obaseki got a vote of 350,000 votes. 250,000 votes Obaseki got in 2016. It means it is 250,000 people that supported Obaseki. How many of these people have benefited like these guys you are talking about today from Obaseki government? Oh, come on. How do you support? I am campaigning now for Obaseki. That's the support. Except you are telling me that they actually did what you guys called rigging. Then I will hear if you are thinking, Tony Kabaka supported Obaseki. What is support? Tony Kabaka has one vote. Just one vote. Nothing more. One. So anything more than one vote is illegality. It is a criminal offense. So, guys, it is better we start putting things right for our future. The likes of Obaseki, the likes of Oshomole, the likes of iyamu, they are already going far. Our time is about to come. Is this what we are going to tell the generations after us that we learned from our forefathers? Are we going to talk about the only thing that will benefit us, not what will benefit the entire people? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Don't bring. Listen, when I'm talking here, I don't know this guy here, Etiosa John. Please, jealous who? My guy, it's like you don't even know me. Go and ask of me beneath there. Who is Tony Kabaka that I will have to be jealous of? Listen, you see some of us, I don't even respect money. I don't respect money. I don't value people that have money. I don't value people that have anything. I live in Europe, except if you live in Nigeria. I live in Europe. So, yeah, we will live in. Nobody value you. If you like have the whole world to yourself. So if you think that I am talking to them because I hate Tony Kabaka, why should I hate him? He has done me no wrong. I'm just giving you instance of why the political future of our brother is becoming a mirage. So if it is a joy, you start talking about being jealous, I just look at you like you don't even know who you are talking to. So because we are on the social media space, doesn't mean that we don't have what it takes to actually contest for governor for election. But we are just doing what we're doing because we know where we are going. Okay, my brother. So every couple that I've earned in my life, I work for it. I work for the money. Every couple I've earned in my life, I work for it. So when you celebrate one who cannot be able to explain to you how he became a millionaire, then it's a pity that our generation is going to be worse than the generations that we are fighting against. So please, Etiosa John, if you don't want to listen to the word of truth, I will advise that you get off the page so that it will help us to actually get to where we are. People must listen to truth because truth is very bitter. That sometimes we don't want to actually hear the truth because of whatsoever reason. And even you are even in Italy. My brother, it's a pity. You even live abroad and you are saying this. Ha! Etisa, you live in Italy and you are saying this. My bros, no, I'm not gonna block you again. Then you guys are actually the people that we need to actually talk to. If you live abroad and you are saying this, that Tony Kabaka made money, and you don't know, and you know in Italy you can't support the government and become a billionaire. My brother, I beg. My brother, I beg. It means you don't actually know what you're talking about. Now, let me go there. Now, I say, how sincere will Iyamu be if he eventually become a governor? Now, I'm going to end with that. How sincere will Iyamu be if he eventually become a governor? Hear this now. I am quoting all that he has said. I am not against him, but quoting what he has said. That's what I do. Number one, he was a CSO and the SSG to Governor Lucky Nosaka Benedion between 1999 to 2007. So again, Iyamu have never for once during the 2016 election and 2020 election, has he ever admit to be part of the rot that was in Lucky Benedion's regime? And because he refused to agree to be part of the rot, he has also not been able to agree to be part of the success of Lucky Benedion. A man who cannot stand for what he believes in. There's such a character need to be think twice if he or she can actually represent the people very well. If I am in the government and something went wrong, I must accept the fact that I was part of the government. As an SSG to the government, is the number 3 man in the executive arm of government. The governor, the deputy, the SSG. As the CSO, COS, chief of staff to the governor, he is more or less like the governor personal aide, which has so much power, even more than the SSG. So if he had not said anything about what happened between 1999 and 2007, he has decided never to accept or even to talk about it. That will put to question if such a man is given the power to govern us. Number 2, there is a video. There is a photo, a picture that is trending online of the NDDC tractor that was found at Iyamu's farm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He fell as a governor. That's what I'm saying. Live sport. That's what I'm saying as a governor. I'm saying now. Yeah, he's always distancing himself from it. You were part and parcel of the government. A government that you stood for, you were part of for 8 years. You are not even ready to accept any of the failure of the government. You are saying you were not a governor, but you were CSO, COS, and the chief of staff. Number 2, the NDC tractor was found in his farm, and Iyamu lied about it. If you borrowed a tractor from the government of the state, number 1, the tractor was sent to the state to be used by the state to help the farmers. Now you took the tractor because you were in government, you lobbied and got a tractor, it was taken to your farm, and it has remained in your farm, then every other farmers in Edo State today are not being able to get the tractors. Then when the secret was not being revealed, you lied and you said that you actually wrote to hire it for a while. And it was one of your overzealous manager who now wrote Iyamu farm on the tractor. A man who cannot accept fault. How do you expect such a man to be a good leader? Number 3, the 700 million naira case with the EFCC. And these are things he said that is quite funny to me. I want to make you to understand why I am rooting for Obaseki. Number 1, he said, when the money was released from Abuja in 2015, they refused to allow the money to be taken out. That's what he said, 2015. Then, said the bank refused to release the money until some of us came. My question is this: was the money in a Ghana must go bag, or was the money in an account? Because, listen guys, if they are bringing money from Abuja, 700 million is not 70,000 naira. 700 million is not 700,000 naira. 700 million is not 7 million naira. 700 million is not 70 million naira, sir. Do you know how many Ghana must go? Even of a 1,000 denominations, which is the highest denomination in Nigeria that you are going to use to carry a 700 million naira from Abuja to Benin. You see, this guy takes us for a fool. That's why some of us are trying to analyze some of this for you guys to be clear about it. He said we came there and the money was released after I assigned as a DG of the campaign. And the money was taken to somewhere it was shared by their leader without him taking a kobo. Bros, is Iyamu telling me that as of today, every money being donated to his campaign is not being put in his private account? Or is Iyamu telling me today that every money that is being donated to him today by every $1 million is not being kept in a Shomole's account? Then as the DG of the campaign, what is your responsibility? Like, they did not give you not even 100,000 naira from that money. That it was the local governments that took it. And be preview to work very closely with the DG of Obaseki organization or campaign now, the person of Barrister Osadeogi. And I am preview to know how campaign funds are being released for people to go and carry out their different assignments. But the story that we heard from our pastor is not working with the dictates or the reality on ground. That is a question we are asking. Now, EFCC took him to court because he was one of the people that signed for the money, even when they saw the document in which they used in disbursing the fund to local government. EFCC then left the real people that collected the money and charged him to court. Does that make sense? You signed for the money. He said the money was taken to the late Chief Attorney Anene, and the money was shared there. That the whole local government signed for the money. All of them signed for the money. And they took the money away. And he came back to Benin without even 100,000. This on BBC, Pidgin English. And my question is this. Why would the EFCC not go after you? Why would the EFCC not go after you when there are documents to prove that actually people actually signed for this 700 million and they took it away? Does it make sense to anybody? When he was coming to APC, that's number 4 now. When he was coming to APC, he said he was coming to create peace in the party, not to cause more division. Just 2 weeks after he came, he broke the last piece that was left in the party with his desperation. We all knew it's on the social media space that he's not interested in the election. He's not interested to contest as a governor in this coming election. That he only just came into the party to create harmony, to make the fence between the governor fraction and the Oshomole fraction. And in less than 2 weeks, he was asked, his posters were already flying on the internet that the man that the cap fits. The little piece that was left in APC was dismantled by the coming in of Pastor Sage Iyamu. Is that the kind of man you want to trust? Number 5. He said to his lions and tigers to go and commit havoc in present tense. In present tense. In present tense statements. But on hard copy, when it was being questioned by Channels TV, he denied and said he was admonishing them not to do the evil that they did in the past. A man that cannot be able to stand by his words, whether good or bad, is that the kind of man you think that can lead the Edo people? Is promising you simple agenda today. He might come back to tell you they were all political statements. Hear this. Number 6. He said he had not seen anything that can be tied to Obaseki's name during his campaign to the 192 wards and local government area, whereas he actually did not go to ward campaign. He just had the word to word campaign now. So where did he not get the word to word campaign that he was not asking them? That is questionable. And also, if you have not seen anything that Obaseki had done, why have you not been able to tell the Edo people that the road to your house at Ugbo was tied by Obaseki? That the road to your farm at Amaba was also tied by Obaseki? If there is no other thing that you've seen him do, at least if you want to say, yeah, I know he has not tried, but I think I know that he has done the road to my house and he has done the road to my farm. That's the only 2 things I can say. For you to say you've not seen the presence of Obaseki anywhere in all the 102 world that you never went to, you lied on a Channels TV. You just started your word-to-word campaign few days ago in a donut. You are still there. You've not ended yet. You lied to the people. A man who talks like that, who cannot stand on his words, is that the kind of man that people think you want to give power to? Number 7, he promised to return Aberu back to the street, but came out and denied, saying he said he was going to rehabilitate them. Can you imagine that? Number 8, he said what Oshomole said about him and what he said about Oshomole in the build up to 2016 were just political propaganda. And the marketing, and they never met it. Bros, my sister, if a man tells you everything that he said in 2016 were all lies, and today you are saying you want to give us simple agenda, how true is that? How truthful would that be? How truthful can that be? How truthful can that be? I think I need to take this Tunsa out of my page. Is becoming a nuisance. Since he doesn't want to listen to sense of reasoning. I think he needs to go. Please, guys, don't be angry. I need to send him away because I'm trying to condone him, but it's not actually making sense to me anymore. I respect everybody's opinion. Just give us reason why. Don't try to attack people. I don't like that on my wall. I like you to come in, say what you want to say, give me reasons why you feel Iyamu is better. It's as simple as that. You hear the truth, you put your ear behind it, and you go and say that no. Then it's a thing that I need to ask you to go out of here. Sorry, guys. Now, if you say, sorry, guys. Now, if you say, yeah, it's already out. It's already out. I've already taken him out. Because it's not making sense. It's not making sense. Yeah, he's distracting people. He's really distracted. So I just have to block him. Distracted. So I just have to block him. I try to endure him, but it's not making sense. We are trying to be here to give us facts. Facts. Is this not about? I've not said anything wrong about Obaseki today, or is there Yamo anyone? I'm just giving you facts. Fact. We need to take it, so that we take it and understand how things work, so that tomorrow, not this people just look at this politics as it doesn't matter if it's there, win. No, we must go beyond that. Edo must go beyond that. Not just winning. If he wins, will they come to do something better for us? That is our concern. That's our concern. My concern is, he said if the road to his farm and his community is not being tied. Now I want to ask a question. If Oshomole could not tie the road in 8 years, my brothers, let's be realistic now. Oshomole could not tie the road in 8 years. In 8 years. And you want Obaseki to tie it in 4 years. If Oshomole could not tie all the roads around you in 8 years, with over 1.4 trillion naira that Oshomole got, with over 174 billion naira that he borrowed. Now, in Obaseki government, the Obaseki have not gotten up to 200 billion. 200 billion in 4 years, compared to the amount that Oshomole got in his time. And Oshomole could not tie all the roads in the entire Benin or in the entire Edo state. And you want the man to do it in 4 years? So then we should be truthful to ourselves. You know why I'm saying this sometimes? There was a day I said something. I said, if it's possible, I would have just said, Iyamu should rule for 1 year. For 1 year. If Obaseki is okay, Obaseki, please, can you just step aside? Let Iyamu rule for 1 year. Then he will understand what we are talking about. Iyamu has a farm. The farm is not working. Because the truth is this, the farm is not working. You know why the farm is not working? Listen, if you don't have the idea on what to do, no matter the amount of money that is in your hand, you will not move forward. You understand what I'm saying now? So if a man says everything they said was all propaganda, then are you sure simple agenda is a propaganda? Are you sure we are not going to $1 to 1 naira? Are you sure we're not going to 45 naira per liter? Are you sure we're not going to every adult graduate in Nigeria that does not have a job will get 10,000 naira? Are you sure we are not going to an era whereby our children will be fed in schools all over Nigeria? Are you sure we're not going to an era whereby in 6 months I will eradicate Boko Haram? Are you sure we're not going to an era whereby in 3 weeks I will bring back the Chibo girls? Are you sure? Because if he can tell me, because he said in one of his campaigns in Esan that Oshomole should probe him now. Otherwise, if he become a governor, he will probe Oshomole. It's on the social media space. Say, probe me now. If not, if I come back, I win, I will probe you. Was that also a political statement? The same man today is not singing praises of a man that is said actually hate the Edo money. Empty promises, Don Bernard. That is my worry. That's where I'm having a little bit difficulty in supporting this simple agenda propaganda, because he called it a propaganda by himself. That whatsoever they say in 2016 be a propaganda. So whatever they are saying now against Obaseki is a propaganda. He said, what they said, himself and somebody said against each other was to demarcate one another. What they are saying against Obaseki today is demarcating Obaseki. That's it. So it means they actually knew that Obaseki is working. But because they want to lie to us, they are trying to demarcate him. That's what he said. So demarcating somebody means the person is better than you, but you're only trying to tell the people to paint the person as if the person is evil. So Edo people be wise. This is one reason why Obaseki is the project. This is one reason why Obaseki is what we need to move Edo forward. A man that cannot stand by his words cannot be called a man. When Obaseki was coming in, he told Oshomole, I will not work with Abeus if I become governor. Oshomole said, don't worry, win first. And when he actually won, he stood by his words. He came and he turned everything around. If anybody in APC is saying they've not seen what Obaseki had done, at least our teachers are no more suffering. The civil servants get their salaries when due. Our pensioners are no more wearing black and red Mondays and Thursdays. Our judiciaries are no more going on strike. For 4 years in Edo State, there have been nothing like strike, industrial strike, or whatsoever in the entire Edo State for 4 years. In Oshomole's time, it was like an every year or every 6 months affair. If that is alone is what Obaseki had done, we are indebted to him to make sure he comes back to continue in that legacy that he has put up. Please, my people, I'm going to conclude with what I wrote here. I said, if this is true, why does he want us to believe him now that his simple agenda will be simple when it comes to power? Will he not come to tell us it is a political statement and just campaign promises? Will he not come to tell us that there is no money in the Edo treasury because Obaseki had finished all the monies, just like his party leaders, President Muhammadu Buhari, did in 2015? Will he not come to tell us that he never knew the rot in the government house is so deep that he made promises based on surface evaluation, just like Muhammadu Buhari did in 2015? Will he not come to tell us that our civil servant will not get paid anymore because Obaseki used 1 billion naira to buy umbrella? I repeat, will he not come to tell us that our civil servant will not receive salary anymore because Obaseki used 1 billion naira to buy umbrella? Will he not come to tell us that Obaseki Edo Best cannot function anymore because Obaseki stole the smartphones and that there are no light to charge what is left? Will he not come to tell us that Agbero and CDAs should be allowed to return back to the street of Edo State? Shaba said over his dead body, will he enroll in a Edo job? So if such a statement comes from the mouth of one that is supporting him with everything that he has, what are you going to compensate him and his gang with if you eventually win? Now, back to the letter simple agenda. How are you going to generate the revenue to actualize the said agenda? Your simple agenda and Obaseki mega agenda are one and the same. But the approach and generation mechanism and management of the resources will make the difference. My Edo people, how can we trust a man that says one thing in the morning and another thing in the evening? Can you trust such one with power? A friend wrote on his Facebook page, governance is not about building roads. This is an iyamu supporter. So governance is not about building roads, schools, or institutions, but managing people. The question I'm asking the Pastor Sage Zayamu camp is this. The question that is on the lip of many Edo is, what is the definition of managing politicians in a developing country like Nigeria? What is the definition of managing politicians in a developing country like Nigeria? Is it not what brought the problem between Obaseki and the likes of Eridabon and many others who had refused to relax without not getting money from the government purse. With this very particular analysis, I will say the decision is not left for you to vote for a man who will change the narratives, or you vote for one who will give you excuses. God bless you guys. See you tomorrow, same time. Have a wonderful day.
I never see this kind of network Edo. I never see this kind of knock before. Wonder, 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 wonder. Masaki, wow, Shaibu, wonder, Edo people say make una carry go. Wonder, 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 wonder. I just a man get to carry go. I say this one. Masaki, come on, go to Edo people. Make the bosses secretariat to small to buy small. I don't see those from on salary a lot. I don't think I go from analog to digital. Pensioner, the second people no more progress for their money. Marketing, the second people no more illegal collection. I don't ever no more German money. Who the bad baby no more CD collection.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. God bless you all.
Make you check the infrastructure. People say make you carry go. Make you check health. People say make you carry go. Make you check agriculture. People say make you carry go. Make you check empowerment. People say make you carry go. Make you check development.
Thank you, Faith. Love, I appreciate you, man. Prince John, good night, brother. Thank you very much.
Let you carry go. Let us shut your evil. Let all you take to not collect. Let us shut your dollar. Let all you take to not collect. Just have a good work of purpose. Not go walk in my life. If you
Blessing Angel, I greet you. Thank you, man. Grace Armor, Live Sports Spotlight. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Sir, President, I greet you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Ojo, I greet you. God will make a way by His grace. Grace Armor. Yes, less than 18 days to go. Happy Smith. Peter Osas, I greet you. Ungozi, I greet you. Ariaman, my brother, I greet you. Mercy, I greet you. Richard Ojo, Chooks, I greet you. Make una carry go. David Ambo. Please just send me a message. Please, before I ask you for my number, send me a message on Facebook so that I can say the number.
Who are the final say in the election? People say no, but I keep them warm. People say no, but I keep them warm.
Shaibu make una carry go. Joe, I greet you. Charles, I greet you. Val, I greet you. I appreciate every one of you for real. I appreciate you guys. For the support. Without you guys, we can't do this. That's why I am very careful keep people. But when you begin to do beyond a certain reasonable, I get a little bit frustrated. Please, let us be civil in our comments. Let us just be able to remember we are brothers. Say no to violence. Say no to election rigging. Say no to election malpractice. Let the will of the people, please. God bless you all. Adi mama kupenda somo lete kwa akubo eti malebo udere. Owen, I greet you, my brother. Osa, Ikesoba, Nama you be. My sister Graceoma, I greet you. Sister Rauba, I greet you. Thank you, Sister Blessing Angel. Passing your Maruji 4+4 Tapa. Somebody's already calling in. I need to. Okay, guys, thank you.